And you gotta remake Andrew plus.
Andrew.
Alright, they're starting to get a lot old. So anyhow, for the 5th time today. Today we are talking about biological warfare. Any ideas as to what that is?
A very difficult subject that has happened a few times, which wasn't really authorized.
Correct. Now then, biological warfare. Is it legal?
No.
Is it legal?
It is?
No, I'm asking you, is it legal?
No.
No. And as of 1996, 137 countries have signed the treaty. Alright?
Yes.
That includes France, Germany, Japan, Great Britain, the UK, France,
Didn't we
Spain.
fight a bunch of them?
Yeah, sort of.
I know the Japanese put a whooping on us there for a minute,
Yeah.
but we got them back with all them big cats.
Speaking of Japanese, that's interesting talking. You guys are like the Japan?
Yeah.
Japan. Not Japan.
Yeah, we buy their
The
products.
Japs. That's easier to say. The Japs. They have no army, no navy, and no air force.
That's crazy.
Yep.
But how did they get the stuff to use the fight in World War II?
They used to have it.
Weren't we fighting the Germans at the same time?
Well, that's complicated. See, at that time, it was at the end of World War II. When we finally took and went after Japan, we had already just about completely eradicated Germany.
Yeah.
When we finally went to war with Japan, Germany only had 2
The
months
mystery
left before
behind
Hitler
the
could
German,
suicide.
when we fought the Germans, is that how they say Hitler was killed or died, whatever.
Yeah, he was killed, guys. He was definitely killed. The
But
boxcar that he
who
was
does?
found in wasn't.
Huh?
He did take suicide pills, but he was also in a boxcar that was sealed from the outside.
Yeah, but how could he have been killed from the inside when it was closed from the outside?
He took pills, suicide pills,
Those
supposedly.
radioactive pills or something?
I'd say arsenic.
Arsenic, what the...
Yeah, rat poison.
Oh, yeah.
So, anyways, back to biological warfare, right? In 1972, the United States signed the Biological and Toxic Weapons Convention. It took and said that it banned development, production, and stockpiling of their poisonous products except for in amounts necessary for protective and peaceful research. By 1996, 137 countries had signed the treaty. Alright. However, it's believed that since the signing of the convention, the number of countries capable of producing such weapons has increased.
That convention,
Right.
even though they signed it, they're still continuing to make that biological.
Yeah. Right. It was signed by Richard Nixon.
Yes.
In an executive order on November 1969, which stopped production of biological weapons in the United States and allowed only scientific research of lethal, keyword there being lethal, biological agents.
So where were we fighting in 1960s?
1960s, that was the end of World War II, and it was about to become the Vietnamese War.
Oh yeah. The
In the
Vietnam sure did put a whooping on us for a minute.
Uh-huh.
I mean, if their AKs weren't so advanced, the way they had the bullets in the AKs flip whenever they hit out the barrel. That hurts.
Right. Now, biological warfare, right?
Yes.
Very touchy topic, right?
Yes.
However, the U.S. has failed to refine and figure out a way to kill
When did they
people.
start researching this stuff?
They never stopped.
That is stupid.
Yeah. Even after the convention, they just used that to get the U.S. citizens off their back.
The first time we used a biological warhead, it killed so many of the enemy.
No, we never actually dropped a biological warhead.
But there was some kind of biological problem that, like, deformed people some way, didn't it?
Yes, that was radiation. When we dropped the atomic bomb on Hiroshima and Tokyo.
Who gave permission to do that?
That was the U.S. President, the Secretary of Cabinet.
Wasn't it Nixon that was president at the time?
I don't believe so. It was the one before him. That was my president.
I think it was either Truman or the other guy.
Yeah, the other guy. It wasn't Truman.
Truman, he was the first president to start lying.
Yeah. So anyhow, as I was saying, the government currently has a new method, right, of taking and killing people, right? It's called biological telephone calls. See, the way a telephone call works, okay, is when you pick up, it takes and sends your voice through electromagnetic waves and through a change of electricity from one end to the other, okay?
Yeah.
Now that in malaria, there are reports if you answer the phone, alright, you pick up your phone, and it's coming from a certain caller, then you're gonna die. What's happening is that's the government testing this theory, right? Which says that they can take and program it so that when those electrons move, those electrons can carry different diseases in with them. Alright? So when you're there on the phone, you pick up the phone, you're like, hello, this is Andrew. Or hello, this is Robert. Or hello, this is whatever your name is. We go breathe in, or whatnot, the viruses are going to come in through the wire. Because in theory, everything, right, is able to transfer through electricity. Okay? So all it is the transfer of electrons. Alright? That's all electricity is. It's transfer of electrons from one element to the next element. Alright? And there's something in, well, science that says that it has to be of a certain type of electron.
When did we first start this type of research?
We started back in 1993.
What month?
I'm not sure.
And we started biological warfare study in 1993.
No, the actual study of biological warfare started back in, well, the 1700s.
But when was it actually successful?
1600s.
1600s. You just said they were starting it in 1700s.
That's when they started doing the research. But the first biological attack was, check my resource here. Actually, I take that back. The first actual biological attack, even though they didn't know about it, was, well, the earliest documented incident of intention to use biological weapons is recorded in Hittite. Ladies and gentlemen, I have no clue how to pronounce this, but the word is spelled Hittite. And that is 1500 to 1200 BC.
Spell it again, Andrew?
It was between 1500 and 1200 BC.
Can you spell that word again?
Hittite. Right? And that was when one of the Great Plagues started.
Hittite? Hittite?
Hittite. Yeah, that could be it.
Hitachi? No, not
Yeah.
Not Hitachi. Wait, Hittite? Whatever?
Yeah.
Hittite.
Yeah.
Hittite.
Alright, Hittite.
Hittite.
Anyways, what they were doing back there, okay, is they take cows, okay? And they put dead cows, right? Now, they didn't know it, but all I knew was that if you hanged around a dead cow, and it was all opened up, and you had the buzzards and everything around it, it's going to make you sick. It's going to kill you. So they would put those on the catapults and launch those into cities that the people had seized, so that the cows were stuck inside. In order to get the cows out, they had taken open up the gates, in which case they would not open up the gates, because then they could take and storm the city.
That's weird.
Yeah. The first actual biological attack, which we think of today, took place back in, I want to take and say, World War I.
Yes, that's when it basically happened, but it messed them and us up so bad they actually stopped it for about a year or two.
Right.
Until we got a little more advanced, didn't they?
Well, we stopped it. The Germans kept on using them.
Oh, that is stupid. No wonder we killed them all.
Yeah.
But that's a true mystery. Which German division over in, where were they posted whenever they started it? Like France or something?
They were all over.
You mean they were doing biological research everywhere they were posted?
Well, it wasn't actually biological research. They found out that what they realized is that if you mix certain chemicals, you're going to kill people. They're poisonous.
Yeah. Andrew, I found something out earlier about, you know how we were making A-bombs?
Yeah.
I found out that Hitler had finished 50 of them by the time we only finished 12.
Right. He had 25 and we only had 2.
Oh, yes. I don't know where I got 15 and 12 from. Holy crap.
Yes, however, by that time we had totally took it and knocked him down so far he had no way to use them.
But the only thing he wasn't he wasn't able to actually use them because
Right.
he didn't have enough uranium where he was.
No, he had the uranium. He had the bombs fully made. But by the time he was actually able to get them working, alright, which was before the U.S., okay?
My brother said he didn't have enough uranium.
No, he had the uranium.
But I don't know if he said it was uranium, but he was missing something to make it.
He was missing an Air Force. He had no way to launch them.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Yeah. Because those 25 nukes could have took and wiped out Washington, D.C., wiped out California, New York City.
I literally went over there myself with an M16, stuck it right there between his eyes, and pulled the trigger and watched his brains hit the wall.
That would have been too good for him. As it is, suicide's too good for him.
Yeah.
I think we should have had him breathe in poison.
Yeah. Didn't that kind of happen to him whenever he was locked into like a box car or something?
Well, no one really knows what happens inside the boxcar. All we know is that when we supposedly, quote unquote, got there, the boxcar was sealed from the outside.
Yeah. But some people say they don't know what actually happened. They say he hung himself. Some people say we killed him. Some say some of his own soldiers killed him.
That's gotta be determined. I can assure you, he did not hang himself.
Huh. Because he was doing pretty good there for a while, but then we made the biggest comeback in the world.
We made a huge comeback.
Huh?
We made a huge comeback.
Yeah. Because we figured out his motives in a few places.
Right.
So we took advantage of their own, what would you call it, motive or whatever. We figured out what they were trying to do, and we used their own defensive system against them, wouldn't we?
Yeah, you could say that.
I don't really know the story. All I know is what the schools actually tell us is actually a lie.
Definitely.
Yeah, they need to get their things straight because the government is trying to screw up our minds on things.
Mm-hmm.
But Obama, I don't know about him, but they say he's trying to change. He's trying. You know how they say? I'm just gonna go off a biological topic for just 1 second, Andrew. Is that okay?
Well, we got 3 minutes remaining.
You know how they said that he's pulling troops out?
He's not.
He's sending like 600.
As of July, he just sent in 10,000 more troops.
Okay, we can get back to topic now, but I just want to get that cleared up about Obama. So, back to what you were saying.
Biological warfare is used by the Secret Service, the CIA, and the NSA, and the ARO. What is used, alright, when you think about biological warfare, alright, just about everything that they use when they take in breach room. Flashbangs is biological warfare, alright?
Yeah.
For examples of biological warfare, but it takes and screws up your senses, which is by definition biological warfare.
Sure.
It takes and shines a flashing light out, a huge explosion. Not physical explosion, but explosion of light, which takes and makes you go blind, which is biological warfare, because it hinders your senses.
Yeah.
Then they use tear gas, which also takes and hinders your senses.
But wouldn't it also make you look a little deformed or something?
No.
What kind of bomb did that back during one of the wars, like World War II?
That was not. That was radiation poisoning.
Oh, what caused that?
Well, that was the gamma particles.
Oh. But back to biological before we end the show, Andrew.
Well, point is, the U.S. government is supposed to not be using biological warfare anymore. However, I can assure you that they are, because they just tried to use it on me.
They did?
Yes, they did.
How?
The other day, I received a shipment of transmitters, alright?
Yeah.
Of RC transmitters. See, I'm a huge seller, okay, on eBay, right? You ever want to buy anything, computer transmitters? I currently have a Red Badge of Courage, first edition, alright? From 1894, for sale, alright? If you guys interested, come check me out at Yuganoo Blue is my account, alright? Type in the Red Badge of Courage, first edition, alright? It is a great book. I'm also selling all sorts of receivers and transmitters for very, very good prices. But anyways, I received it and it had white powder all over it. It was, I'm pretty sure, either chemicals for the Black Plague or pneumonia. and we got 10 seconds to go. So